Pell Grant. Generally, in the state of California, incomes that fall under $80,000 for a household of 4 are considered, are offered enough award to cover the full university tuition costs. There is a gradual decrease in free assistance, and it will be reached at approximately $110,400 on an annual income for a family of 4. And I will definitely show you that chart as well. So the California Student Aid Commission has income ceiling guidelines that for a family of 4, it lands on $110,400 before your eligibility for Cal Grant A is depreciated. But still, many other opportunities exist, such as merit-based awards, university endowments, scholarships, so many other opportunities outside of these 2 parameters. So again, you may never fully know about these offers unless you apply. All right, so now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to jump straight in to, an example, a sample family, and it's not a real family. This is just a scenario. And what I've done is I went to citydata.com, and because of our recent census, it seems that the information that has been loaded is quite current. When I come to this website here, I am looking in our district area. So our campus is right here under Communications Hill. And so I'm just looking in this whole general area right here. And I've selected, this area that's right off of Capitol Expressway. It's the Vista Park Drive area, Snell area. And according to the census, they're saying that the median household income in that area is around $78,000. Okay. So, and then also, let's see, it says usually residents inside each household, hopefully it says approximately 4, but that's what we're going to go with, city data. Okay, so let me come back over here. We're going to go ahead and run through this very first step. So I like this calculator to help us figure out, hey, first of all, am I eligible for the Pell? That's our main goal right now, is to find out if we are eligible for that Pell grant that's offered at the federal level. I'm going to stop here just for a quick second and let families know that when you turn in the FAFSA, on 95% or more of the financial aid award offerings, I can tell you now that I always see an offer for students to take out a student loan. Right now, the maximum is $5,500 for a subsidized student loan. That would be a loan where the federal government will pay the interest for you as long as you're enrolled in school. So that, in terms of the free application for federal student aid, I do want you to be aware of. It does not mean that you should always take that loan though, okay? All right, so, but what we're looking for is the Pell, and because that is free money, and we're just curious to find out if this family would be eligible to get that Pell. So that would be great if we do, but if not, it's okay. The state of California recognizes that we live in a high-cost state. So what I'm doing here with this calculator, it is called the FAFSA Forecaster, and I have this website linked inside the presentation. But what I'm doing here is you'll see that there's the student banner, it says student information, all right? And if you check any number of these items here, you're going to be accessing other types of awards and grants, but I'm just going to keep you as a dependent under your parents, and that you yourself as a student, you do not have any dependents, okay? Also, we're just going to gauge this from a family who has married parents. We're going to say that dad is 60, mom is 56. How many people live in your household? We're going to say 4. How many students are going to be attending college next year? We're going to say 1, which is going to be you, the student. We keep working through this calculator here. And then it'll say, well, have your parents filed their taxes? Well, yes, they filed their taxes. And we're going to go ahead and put in your adjusted gross income of $78,000. And then we're just going to say how much cash do your parents have on hand. We're going to say $1,000 and that your legal residence is in the state of California. So here's what we get on an income of $78,000. In very small print right here, it says your federal Pell Grant award is going to be 0. All right. And then it says this sentence right here. At this time, it appears that you are not eligible for the federal Pell Grant. Pell Grants are need-based. Okay. But here's my caveat. However, you may still be eligible for federal work study. That has an opportunity at around $2,000, $3,000 annually. You get to work on campus doing various things like helping out in the library. The other thing that your FAFSA application will definitely do for you is that you will be able to access a federally subsidized student loan up to $5,500 this year. Like I said, we're hoping now for those Cal Grants so that we can cover the cost of your tuition. And we're hoping to not have to access that federal student loan. So let's see what happens when we keep going here. So what I'm going to do now is point you back directly to the chart in terms of the California Student Aid Commission. So this is a guidebook. It's probably like 12 pages long, and it has many, many, many charts that talk about how many awards they gave in terms of the California colleges, the CSUs, the UCs, the nonprofits, the private schools. So you can open this booklet and find out how many disbursements happened for this current school year, 2020-2021. So remember, this chart is for the California State University system, okay? And lo and behold, look at here. So for the FAFSA filer and the California DREAM Act filer, bringing those over here together for an average income at $78,250 annual income with a GPA of 3.47 and an average family size of 4.4 people in the house. These students were eligible for a release of the full Cal Grant. So the full Cal Grant for the CSU system is $5,742. Whew! So thank goodness. That means that your tuition and fees are paid for. Okay? So maybe if you did a little bit of federal work study, you'd have some spending money on transportation costs or lab fees or some other educationally related items. Okay? That's for the full Cal Grant Award offer. I do want to let you know that there are income ceilings that go all the way up to $106,500 for a family of 4. And what happens is that it gradually will decrease until we reach those higher income levels. So let me show you here on this chart. I'm just giving you confirmation that your Cal Grant for the CSU at $78,000 annual income, your undergraduate full-time status tuition and fees all down across the board for all 23 campuses is $5,742. Now remember, because you students will still be dependents of your children, of your parents, you will actually be able to waive this health fee. All right. So you'll have, generally you will have health insurance provided by your family. So you'll be able to file a waiver on that. But there are other fees, like if you want to access the health center at San Jose State University, or if there are various materials and lab fees, they've averaged those in right here. And they're saying that if you need to average in those health costs, then your estimated tuition and fees could come up to $7,852. But what I'm showing here is that all of the CSU campuses, all 23 of them, start with a base tuition of $5,742, and that is exactly what the Pell Grant offers. Also, I want to let families know, just in general terms, when it comes to the UC system, actually, I'll go into the tables and charts a little bit later, but the threshold for families to access any part of the Pell Grant is actually somewhere around $44,500. But what happens with the University of California system is that they kick in to match with a blue and gold opportunity. So just to reassure families that, again, when your income is generally under $80,000, as it says here, the UC Blue and Gold Opportunity Plan will ensure that you will not have to pay the UC system-wide tuition and fees out of your own pocket as a California resident. Okay, so that's generally a guideline to let families know in terms of what is generally the threshold where I tend to be considered under need-based umbrella. And so there it is. All right. So again, I'm just going to back up and refresh, summarize what we just went through. The FAFSA is a system that is nationwide. I don't know if you can see this all very pale. There's Alaska and Arizona and California and Colorado and Illinois and Maryland and Mississippi, New Hampshire, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Oregon. So see here, this is a national program, national opportunity, okay? And remember, when it comes to the Pell opportunity, to access that full Pell award at $6,345. For national standards, they're actually saying that once you reach somewhere around $35,000 income level, then that Pell opportunity kind of drops off. But as I just shared with you, the state of California will pick up the pieces and they will keep you moving with a higher threshold of around $80,000. Also, the FAFSA does not give you your money. Like, it's just a holding hub of information. And depending upon which California campus or any other out-of-state campus that you apply to, these campuses will be accessing and communicating back and forth via the FAFSA. Okay, so it's actually your campus that builds your financial aid award offer for you. And this could be apprenticeship programs, the UC system, the CSU system, or the California community colleges. So here in the state of California, it is your college campus that you're about to attend. They're the ones who develop your financial aid award offer. All right, and then again, this is what the financial student aid page looks like. I show this because there are fake FAFSA websites out there. Please do not accidentally run your information through one of those fake sites. We do want you to know that this is kind of what the website looks like. Please make sure that you're on the official FAFSA website. Also, in terms of the California Student Aid Commission, these are the folks that run the program for Dreamers application and for the Pell Grant application, as well as a number of others that I'll point to here rather quickly. But generally, it is helpful if high school students start an account with Web Grants for Students under the California Student Aid Commission. That way, you're going to be able to double check that they have your GPA correct, and you'll be able to verify some things. Your high school campus will electronically send your GPA directly to the Student Aid Commission every year.